from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Turner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Gators offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He hands it off from the gun. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line. Makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. On the move now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Near the sticks, it's Sturdivant. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback fighting this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. The pocket breaking down. Picks the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. After the incompletion on 1st down, we're going to throw it again. Zips it down the middle. The deep shot is caught for a big gain. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
That's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
He finds some space. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
The RPO clock to the right. Has it back to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Too much speed for the defense. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Brown. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. He shreds the tackle. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground. This college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Now to try here for the extra point. And it's good. Touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away.
Now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Bringing pressure. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Second down play coming up. Inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Gators.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Set now to try the PAT. Knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or is the defense going to step up as we head to the second quarter? So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
What a move. Makes one man miss, picks up the first down before they stop it. The Gamecocks come to the line to run the hurry up. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. He's going to take a shot down the left side. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
Well, I feel like the quarterback just stared down his intended target, brought that safety who's sitting back in cover 2 right over to make that interception. I'm putting that one on the quarterback.
He's got room to run. Now it's second down here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And Warner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Looking deep downfield to the left. What a catch!
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. The quarterback looks to his right, and the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The Gators will look to convert here on fourth down. Receiver now before the snap. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Another great play by this receiver, and I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
And the Gators pick up enough yards to move the sticks. They'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? On the ground, try to punch it in for the score. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Snap motion from the offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Down inside the red zone, they reach in a bag of tricks here, but the defense does a really good job of being aware and bringing the ball carrier down.
Great job with the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Leg way. Signs a quick throw. The stop is short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. Makes it look easy. And they add
but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Tries the right with a quick throw. Catch is made. Room to run here. They finally get him down, but a big play for 46.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Defense not pressing this time. And we're going to throw now on first down. Going to try to use his legs here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. The Gamecocks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. It's Sellers. He's running out of time here. He's out of the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
And the Gamecocks line up on 1st and 10 now. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Florida. Way too much speed in that play.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And he knocks through the PAT. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Dropping back, it's Sellers. Here's the throw, deep downfield. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, he's going to throw for the first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain.
Force out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
The Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it off to begin the second half. Kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. An effective running game is why they were on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. First down, looking for more now. Tackle made it at 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. The game moves the ball past the 40. Sets up another 1st and 10. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. And the wideout goes in motion. Breaks free. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. It's Lagway. He escapes the pocket. He'll leave the ball deep down that right side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Choosing to return the punt. Oh, he's got some space here. Now they finally stop him, but he found a nice lane on that return. Puts the start of the drive in a good position. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. On the move now. It's a deep shot right down the middle. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position. The Gamecocks come to the line in a hurry up. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Caught by the receiver. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass rush closing in. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs to stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Retakes the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Making some changes at the line. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. And it's hauled in way downfield. To make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Gators with 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Up over the middle. It's Hawkins. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The offense going with the hurry up.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Throwaway there. Gave up on the play, and now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw it again. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the mark.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that 1st down mark. A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. They moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. We go with a direct snap. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. Now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
Dropping back. It's Lagway. Looking for 6. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, the design of his play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball is right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he chops it on 4th down.
So the offense begins this drive backed up at the 4-yard line. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
DB's backing off from the line now. The sure hands. It's Harper. Refuses to go down. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
The incompletion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere after a loss of the play. Now Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Warner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Play action. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Smith. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after a solid. The senior.
Final analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Moves out of the pocket. He'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Second down after that previous play. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
That's reeled in. It's Harvard. That played more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24.
Boy, the quarterback looks so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal third down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
He stopped just short out of the 2, but an excellent run.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game. But we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed. I know he gets tackled here at the 2-yard line. I'm the offensive coordinator. Give that young man the football again. Let him get his touchdown.
It's first and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Oh, that's exactly what I love to see. That's how you tackle. That is textbook from this corner. He flew in, made the tackle in space, and keeps him not only out of the end zone, but a short loss there.
Check this out. It's a 5-wide receiver look on second and goal. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They jump on top now here in the 4th. Well, just a brilliant game for this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, we need you guys to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Gators offense retakes the field. Last time they were stopped on 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, came up empty, and they get it going again here. He escapes the pocket. They hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. The quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback, 3-snap adjustments now for this defense. Finally throws it deep down the left side. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Well, a big play here by the quarterback and receiver by having an opportunity to make that big play. Now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
And inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Touchdown, Gators. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Ball spotted at the 17. Would have been better off just taking a knee. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Pressure on late in this playoff game. Down 3. They've got to make something happen right here. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Defense moving receivers around now before the snap. Press here, the defense backing away. Out of the shotgun, you'll hand it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. To throw, it's Sellers. On the move now. He brings the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. And the offense step up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jacobs. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? Makes the grab. It's Brown. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. Defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. The clock is stopped.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Gets made on the out route. He'll go down here after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the 1st. We're going to chuck it again. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass. And you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. And the offense step up. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Chris, we've watched this offense all year make plays and come up with drives like this to give their team a chance to win football games. And now we are the biggest stage of the year, and they come up with one more touchdown to give them the lead.
Scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. at the line. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Looking to scramble. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Goes out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big game for this offense.
All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? Finds his man. It's Wilson. Finding some room at the 25. They finally stop it all the way down to the 6-yard line. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work because of the way this guy's been able to read coverage and get the ball in his hands quickly, and the results have been a monster day.
Score with a wide receiver handoff here. Touchdown, Florida. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And with a game on the line, they go back to that offensive line and the running back, and it pays off. They take the lead here late in the game, Chris. Now they're up 2. Do you go with conventional wisdom and just kick the extra point, or maybe you go for 2 to make your opponent have to drive the length of the field for a touchdown?
So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Nothing on that play makes it second down and goal from the 2. Defense flexing. They stop him again at the 1-yard line. Now it'll be third down. The defense calls time to stop the clock with just 16 seconds left. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And the defense signals time here with just 13 seconds left on the clock.
Man, this defense just keeps coming up with plays. That's a third stop in a row here inside the 10-yard line to get us to fourth and goal. You look at that scoreboard, you need points on the board. I don't think a field goal is going to help you at this point in the game. You got to put a touchdown up on the board. Call your best play and go out and execute.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. Touchdown, Gators. And jump on top now here in the fourth.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Start the drive. He fires downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. With 3 seconds to go, this field goal will send us to overtime. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And we are tied up now here in the fourth set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. The defense showing blitz here. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. Comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Keeps it on a design run. They finally corral him at the 1. So the offense will set up 1st and goal here in this 1st overtime. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime.
That's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And thrown after is right down the middle. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Looking for a gap. It's Daniels. Football comes out. Able to make the recovery and avoid a crushing turnover.
Well, the running back here just seems so...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To throw, it's Lagway. Pressure is coming. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain.
They're not just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Here comes a crucial 3rd down play. They have 2 plays to make this, needing a touchdown to stay in the game. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Delivers quickly to the left side. Breaks the catch. Can he get in? And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So 1 overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. First down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. first down.
You talk about a memorable game for a wide receiver. This guy continues to show why he's one of the best in the country. Already 3 touchdowns on the day, and now just tacking on more yardage and a first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Will avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Third and short. This offense does not want to have to settle for a field goal attempt here in overtime. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
Usually when the quarterbacks think the worst thing that can happen is you get stopped for no gain. This guy's trying to make something happen that's not there, and he loses yardage on 3rd and inches. Now we have 4th down.
Here we go. 4th and short in overtime. This offense taking a risk. Can they convert here? Movement here from the tight end. And now the defense calls timeout, trying to get organized and come up with a stop here in overtime. Short, no field goal attempt. This offense is going to go for it. A lot on the line right here. Buck near the goal line. Aiming for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up. This quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
On this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
The Gamecocks are in the red zone. It's Sellers. The pocket breaking down. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Shut it down for the offense. First down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Throw the running back in the flat. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
It's a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And finally stop it, but that gain is good for a first and goal. So now it's first and goal. They have to punch it in here to keep this game going. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for two and win it right now.
It's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it in to put them up by a point. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the National Championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.